Let's finish what we
False
started.
count anywhere.
Exactly.
We'll put your asses all over.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Let's-
Everywhere.
Right behind you guys.
Bro, let's finish what we
Absolutely.
Will you prick? What are you? It's too late for that. It worked for you. It worked for me, not for you. No.
Get the
Forget
get-
this one.
get-
Give me
whoa.
Forget the doubles. Too late.
Hello and welcome to OSW Review, the old school wrestling video podcast filmed in glorious grapple vision and encoded with blast processing. We chronologically critique wrestling storylines pay-per-view by pay-per-view. It's your waistcoat wonder, Jay Hunter, our spiritual spice bag, V1.
What's the crack?
And our big king meal coke no ice, OC. What's in the magic bag? A quick bit of business with OZ, and then the impact after Turning Point. And in the main event, V1 fills us in on Final Resolution. We'll explain why in the segment. Because it's OSW 120, Turning Point Fallout, and Final Resolution is coming up right now. Welcome, Noggers! Happy days are here again. V1, how are you doing, sir?
Not too bad. Watching a lot of TNA. I'm ready. I won't say give out, but I'm ready to talk.
You're primed.
I'm primed.
All
Yeah.
right, loaded.
Locked, cocked, and loaded.
Excuse me. OZ, how are you, sir?
I am the same as I was the last time.
Okay. Last time you said you missed the Cheap Pop Culture Rewind, so Cheap Pop Culture Rewind.
Hey, I'm very happy.
I do like this gimmick.
Generic 90s grunge song. Everyone in Flanders. Generic 90s grunge song. Something from Seattle.
2 weeks into November 2008, top of the Irish charts. What are you thinking?
I'm going to say the cover of Mariah Carey's Hero by the X Factor contestants.
Fucking hell.
I printed these fucking notes.
Unbelievable.
It ruined it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's the first. I was holding. I was like, oh no, for fuck's sake. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
I've seen. But then, and I saw the next thing. But otherwise, I closed my eyes.
Okay.
This was November. I would never have gotten this because it's November. You'd expect it's December when X Factor get their number one.
Yeah.
So this was early.
It lost all steam whenever Albert left the group. Do you know how the song goes at all?
And when a hero comes along
With the strength to carry on. Steve, to like really make it more accurate, you know, you've got to add in like, when a hero comes.
Yeah, true. I
you.
can't quite
When a
do.
hero comes in you.
Vince strikes again.
The next time you sign your NDA.
November 9, 2008. Tonight's episode of The Simpsons is Season 20, Episode 5, Dangerous Curves.
Best joke, please.
You know me
Only
way,
joke,
you
please.
know me way too well for this. Yeah. It's a flashback episode showing Marge and Homer's relationship hitting a rough patch, so them dating as teens in 1988 and earlier in their marriage in 2003, and their choices to ultimately stick together. The 2003 part is funnier. They have a fight and head to a party. They both find interested potential partners who want to shag them. So there's 4 jokes.
4 jokes.
Hit rate.
Which is like 3 higher than normal,
Yeah,
to be honest.
yeah.
Swarthy dude to Marge, let me take you for a ride. Or should I say, glide? And then it cuts to them in an airplane.
Okay.
And then Marge is like, well, I'm glad you're talking to me again. You've been silent for 45 minutes.
Oh, that's good. That's actually
Okay.
a good joke.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Just acknowledging the kayfabe of setting up that hard edit. And Marge is like, we should get back to the party. Get back to the party. That party was beneath a woman of such elegance and sophistication. Oh, look, a budget motel.
Less good. I'm still enjoying the first joke.
Okay. Homer
Savoring it.
Homer is at the motel as well, and he sees his wife, Marge, and he's like, Marge, what are you doing here? And he's like, the same thing as you. He's like, you better not be. Because they're both on a shag.
Yeah, that's quite good. Yeah.
And finally, back in the present, when they found out they both almost cheated on each other, Marge is giving out to Homer, and Homer says, "You're as bad as me, and you used to be better, which makes you worse."
No,
fine.
we'll stick with the first.
Wait, we got 1 out of 4.
You should have gone with the first one last.
Bollocks.
Yeah.
Well,
What's your favourite of the 4?
Probably the last word of the 4th joke.
because it's over.
Yeah.
Those are one-off quips, which doesn't make an episode. Like, it's season 20, so the writing isn't as sharp or anything. But like 4 laugh-out-loud moments, way above the batting average of season 20, way above the batting average of season 34. So, thumbs up. Cinema goers, we're gearing up for the release of James Bond number 22, Quantum of Solace, the second Daniel Craig entry.
Do you know, I remember 2008 being a poor year for movies in general. I remember Incredible Hulk, which I really enjoyed. Iron Man, which I really enjoyed. I cannot remember a single other movie from 2008.
Life of Pi.
Didn't watch it, man. No interest.
Slumdog Millionaire.
Oh, it's a good one.
It's good. Yeah.
Saw 5.
Get out.
Zack and Miri make a Parna.
Is it worth watching?
No.
Okay. Poor year.
A few moments later.
People are going to go, Dark Knight. You know, and I said earlier I don't remember any movies from 2008.
Well, I just spliced it in there, so
yeah. 2008, Dark Knight came out that year.
Hey!
Yeah, there we are.
Great fucking movie.
Incredible. I love that. I bought that on Blu-ray before I had a Blu-ray player.
Nice.
What are people playing at home? Last month, October 2008, was Rock Band 2.
Okay, I did play a lot of Rock Band back in the day.
Dead Space.
Oh, nice, okay.
Which is Resi 4 in space. Amazing.
Which both games just got remastered recently.
Yeah. Fable 2.
That's a J game, I think.
Oh, I loved Fable 2. Yeah, it was brilliant. And I loved the dog. And I chose the dog over saving everyone else in the village because no one else went on the journey with me. And you're already dead. Come on, you don't need that money anyway. And just released was Gears of War 2.
Okay, nice, yeah. Excellent game.
Yeah.
Going to Jacinto for your dinner.
Jacinto.
Yeah.
The only game I remember from that FIFA 09. Game I remember from that year.
FIFA 09, F109.
Yeah. Oh, WWE, we're gearing up for Survivor Series in 2 weeks. Any ideas, headliner?
Orton or Triple H main eventing. I'm going to go with Orton main eventing against Kane.
Is this like Finlay and Bobby Lashley?
No, that was
and things like that?
2016.
Was
Yeah.
it?
So it's headlined by Cena versus Jericho. But more importantly, in the sub-main event, Triple H defended his WWE title in a triple threat against Edge and main event Kozlov.
I was going to say Kozlov.
Double. Main event Kozlov, 1978 house show man himself.
So they would have advertised H versus Kozlov, but this is when Edge was wearing the face off Vicky Guerrero. She came in before the match started and said, "Hey Edge, you're in this match as well," and he ended up winning it and also saving the main event. So thank you, Vicky. PSA! Hey-oh! We got something really special for you. In today's episode, OOC and V1 will be doing the play-by-play. That's right, Steveolution will be helming these reviews, with only hot dogging of the 60% variety by your boy Jay Under. So let's do it to it!
TNA Wrestling. Cross the line.
This is my destiny. This is the truth I see.
Everybody doing, everybody doing, everybody doing, they can.
I've been doing what I've been doing.
I've been doing my thing. I say left, you say right. I say good and you say shite. I love this song. It's great.
Yeah.
I won't have anything against it.
Episode title, Christian Gets Made.
Which is quite clever as being a made man and getting made, as in being found out and you got a scarper. It's good.
Yeah.
Here we go. 13th of November 2008, TNA iMPACT from the HD Impact Zone at Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida. With commentators TNA stalwarts Mike Tenay and Don West. We kick off. Backstage, JB is with McFoley and Jeff Jarrett.
Any words of advice from the two of you?
You know, JB, if you stay in this business long enough, we all win and lose our share of matches. But a true professional knows it's not how many times you get knocked down, it's how many times you get yourself up.
JB asked Jarrett how he feels about the Mafia clean sweep at Turning Point. Jarrett says everyone loses. It's about getting back up afterwards.
Which is the end of Dark Knight. The first one, Batman Begins.
Why do we force? So that we can learn to pick ourselves up.
Roxy Levieux takes note. Mick says he needs someone to inspire hope in the originals, and in particular is pissed at Alex Shelley for having a pop with him at the pay-per-view.
You want to help us out? Why don't you take your dumpy ass back to your desk, push your pencil...
Mick heads out to the ring to do just that and calls out the TNA originals.
Yeah, AJ first coming out to his song, and then the rest of them all come out to AJ's song because they don't have a theme yet.
They should have came out to the X Division Fear Factor song. The dun 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 dun. They have the ogre with the drum playing the drum.
Fucking hell. It's been 6 weeks now or something, and they don't even have a song yet. So they're still just a little ragtag group of geeks.
As they are. They haven't come together and banded together yet.
Yeah.
Okay. They don't even have their real name yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just the TNA originals, which is probably a better name, even though I know some of them aren't originals. I still love the front line, but...
Less so.
Yeah.
Makes them sound like nurses.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, very frontline workers. Yeah, very good. Very good.
Topical.
And the awesome theme.
Which is...
That's what it is.
We
Look
can
it
only
up.
afford 2 notes. You'll get them. Foley makes a load of matches. It's quite good. AJ and Joe, you guys got to start winning again, so you get another step up to the plate and knock it out of the park. You're going to take on Beer Money. EY, why don't you cash in your title match and you face Bashir later?
Yeah. And then Jay Lethal, you get a world title match. If I was Eric Young, I'd be furious. I'd be like, I won! I'm a winner! Give me the belt!
Imagine what you get if you're like number 9 then. What do you get stuck in the company?
You're like the bottom of the rankings. You get to wrestle Undertaker at WrestleMania, you know?
Christian Cage. Welcome to the family. Now, I know you've had second thoughts about joining the Main Event Mafia, but tonight, you become one of us.
At the parking lot with Christian, and he's asked how he feels about joining the Main Event Mafia tonight. He admits he doesn't have a choice. Well, why not?
Well,
Yes,
that's
he
not
does.
really feelings, is it, Christian?
Yeah,
You
true,
know?
true. But he does have a choice. He could just not join.
Yeah.
Tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, we got a meeting, and I need you there.
They didn't show us at 8 a.m. Monday
Yeah.
morning. I wanted to see that.
You wanted to see him in his Sunday best dress mowing the lawn.
Yes,
Okay.
please.
Don Kurt.
Yeah. There was a hand motion.
Okay. Don Kurt gives us a few Mafia illusions. Welcome to the family, Christian. Tonight you'll be made a man. And Steiner hands him a suit, which he stuffs in the bin after. Is very good. And was it, I would love to know, did the suit fit?
I'm guessing that they didn't get it tailored. Maybe that's what the meeting on Monday was about, that they brought him to the tailor.
I need the most oversized suit you have.
No, that's too big.
He'd come out like, you know, at the end of Big, where Tom Hanks reverts into the boy again. He's still wearing the suit. That's what Christian ends up with.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh my God. ODB, what are you doing? Oh, God.
What does it look like I'm doing, sugar tits? I'm building a set.
ODB says she'll have a new show next week. Oh, the old Karen Angle.
ODB's
remnants.
Angle. Like, they couldn't even give it a new name.
Yeah.
They were just taking what Karen's gimmick was and making it worse.
Yeah, I call it like
You know?
ODB's truck stop.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, that's got connotations.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh,
truck stop.
I didn't say truck stop bathroom.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
that's
I
fine,
mean,
yeah.
like,
ODB sugar cookies. Sugar tits.
ODB
sugar tits. And it just have two giant birds. Blue birds.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I go commando. A little free ball in action, you know what I'm saying?
I do not need to see
Easy
all that.
access. Bam!
ODB is great, but she has no business hosting a talk show.
No.
Shaka Khan, let me rock it, Shaka Khan. Let me rock it, that's all I wanna do. Shaka Khan, let me rock it, Shaka Khan.
Introducing team number 1, accompanied by Raisha Saeed first, from the Isle of Man, Rhaka Khan!
Knockouts tag match. Nothing on the line. Awesome Kong and Rhaka Khan versus Taylor Wilde and Roxy LeVux. What is the point?
Why does this feud keep on going? Like, Roxy's not going to get a title shot. We know that Taylor Wilde's not going to get a title shot. So just stop it. Like, just end it, please.
But we will hear about this a little later.
Taylor Wilde gets Pearl Harbored at the ramp to kick off.
Rhaka scoop slam and jumping flailing knee drop. Doesn't botch anything. Well done.
Hooray!
Taylor tries a monkey flip on Kong, which hilariously isn't happening, but they just sell like a code breaker. Double dropkick to Kong. Tag team wheelbarrow backsplash.
And now Roxy's going to take Taylor and lift her up, and then drop her down with the backsplash.
Straight to the finish of the match with Khan and Taylor on the outside. In ring, Roxy eats an implant buster and gets pinned.
I lose all my matches.
I don't man. I don't give a fuck.
I've lost tons of matches. I barely won any of them. I don't care what you have to do. Go. Sheer one competition.
A short while later, the heels are in Tracy's office. She's in charge of the knockouts, saying Kong needs new opponents, and if not, she'll start feasting on innocent civilians.
I like that.
Kong needs more challengers. If not, she will feast on civilians.
She's turned into a pigeon.
Or a telephone.
It's ridiculous.
A rotary telephone. A rotary telephone.
I would also just like to point out that in the following weeks, this threat doesn't happen. I watched...
Beat up the people in the crowds, the plants.
I watched weeks of Impact after this, and the closest that they came was, we're going to have a little ad for TNA Shop Zone, and here's former NASCAR driver Hemme Sadler.
Oh, from WCW.
Yeah, and then she walks up and she's like, Hemme Sadler, I'm going to get you.
She turned into a ghost.
That's it, yeah, it's like, this is lame.
Shame.
You be the great first guest on Hermes Hot Seat. No!
Oh my God! Wait, guys! Wait, don't hurt! Oh my God! Oh my God!
And of course, this turns out to be Christy Hemme.
Oh, is a new number 1 contender is there at the pay-per-view.
Yeah, well, she's won
Final
so
Resolution.
many matches. I mean, she's way up there in the rankings.
She beat Vel Holler at Vegas
yeah,
Impact. So what more do you want?
Perfect.
What do you want me to do? Beg? I want it so bad. I will work harder. Just give me a chance.
Christy. You want... Can you be ready in 15 minutes?
Yes!
Motor City Machine Guns muse that the TNA originals are like a snake. Joe and AJ are the head and everyone else is the arse.
Snakes have buttocks.
Yeah, they're like 97% arse, right?
Yeah.
That's how snakes work.
And at the head, you have AJ Styles and Samoa Joe. And at the tail, you have everybody else. How they got to the front of the lines, I have no idea. Because last time I checked, this wasn't communist Russia. This was a good old US&A, huh?
I thought this was America. The Motor City Machine Gun should be front of the line.
Hey.
I love it.
Very good.
One of them goes, "This is the goddamn US of A. It's the red, white, and true." I was like,
Oh, what a line.
They're not particularly like patriotic lads either.
No,
I know
no.
they're from Detroit, but you know, in terms of loving their country, it's not their shtick.
If you are not wearing red, white, and blue and or waving a flag, you can't have that gimmick.
Yeah.
Yes, they do not fight for the rights of every man.
No.
I also like to point out that they were taking the piss. Like, you know, like they weren't doing it as a shoot.
But still, you know, talking about Rhino for a perfect example of that.
Yeah. Rhino can't even wave a flag. With his really short arms.
Red, white, and true. You pick up what I'm laying down?
Do you think I should be fired? Don't fire him!
Next up, X Division Championship. Martin Bashir defends against Eric Young. EY, of course, won the 10-man schmoz at Turning Point for this coveted bout on Impact 4 days later. Bashir tries to Pearl Harbor EY at the apron, but he's too clever. Slides in his 5-hole and hip tosses him.
Slides in his 5-hole. 5-hole from hockey, between the legs.
Hey, Kozlov, aim for the 5-hole. He's got an opening the size of Red Square.
The crux of this bout is neither competitor. It's the man in the striped shirt. The big man, Shane Sewell.
Bashir going to try and turn it around. Eric float over. Belly to belly.
Listen, the match only goes a whopping 220 seconds, but Bashir buries his face into Ref Shane Sewell's knob so he can drop toe hold EY. Sewell gives fair counts on both competitors. Good job, mate. EY clubs Bashir in the corner. Shane pulls him off. Second time round leaves EY open to a
whoa, bro.
Whoa, bro.
But the low blow by Sheikh Abdul Bashir. And Shane Sewell's asking the fans here at ringside in the impact zone, and they're telling him exactly what went down.
Finish. Sewell missed it, but wants to throw handbags at Bashir. Sewell hulks up, strips, and beats him up. His dropkick sending Bahor onto the awaiting hands of EY. Death Valley Driver 1, 2, 3, and EY wins the X Division title.
Hey, good for him. The reign of terror is over.
The reign of terrorism is over.
Two of them picks him up, scoops him up, and slams him down. Shane Sewell is just going crazy.
Sends him to EY. Death Valley Driver.
1, 2, we got a new X Division champion.
And new TNA X Division champion, Showtime, Eric Young.
Oh my God, what an absolute.
Where's the red, white, and blue balloons? You know, America just conquered Martin Bashir.
I wonder how Eric Young would feel about that, considering he's from Canada.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
You just have
just take away the blue.
Yeah, you just have red and white. It's good enough for him, right?
I want to dedicate this win tonight to Mick Foley. Yeah! Mick.
So he has a post-match promo? The frontline celebrate with him?
Yeah, it was really, really nice. Like, finally, they're giving them something to actually celebrate, to look strong, and they immediately take it away from them because you can't put the baby faces over because you always have to cheat. This is because Sewell, what was, in my opinion, massive heel turn, just fucked over the heel.
The smelly foreigner.
At every single chance that he could. Cost him the belt, but he did such a bad job as a referee that they stripped Eric Young of the belt and then went back and had an X Division tournament over the next couple of weeks, building back up to Final Destination.
And let me guess, Bashir won that tournament, did he?
No.
Oh, thank fuck. But did Shane Sewell do the thing?
Oh, he did.
He did the thing.
Did he get angry?
Oh, yeah. He does this thing where he hulks up by like wiggling his arse. It's so funny. And the like fists go out and he starts going. It's brilliant. I can't wait to grab Splicey and for you to see it, Steve. You're going to love it.
With the chops and elevates him over with the back body drop.
Yes. I loved him in an unironic way. I just thought the hulking up thing. I marked out just for that little 5 seconds.
Awesome.
On Impact coming up, there's a promo backstage where it's Cornette. I'm sure he's meant to be putting him over, but he actually buries Sewell. He goes, "You may have done great things in Puerto Rico and in Canada, but your time is over because you never made it here. You were never good enough for America." I was like, oh my God. It's very funny.
As a ref or as a wrestler?
As a wrestler.
Oh, okay.
As a ref. Yeah.
You'll never make it.
You never learn to count.
You did great reffing up in Canada, mate. Brilliant reffing.
You had a good career down in Puerto Rico and up in Canada, but you never made it in this country, and I think you have to come to grips with that mentally.
Now, let's check out Rough Cut featuring LAX.
Rough Cuts, aka Quickie biography about LAX's Hernandez. He was a big teenager and his parents would only let him play American football if the coaches promised he wouldn't get hurt. So they lied and said, of course not.
Oh.
Did Canadian football for a bit, but it didn't work out.
Like Roman Reigns.
Yeah, okay. So he went to Mexico to wrestle.
Unlike Roman Reigns.
As a gigantic luchador called Mr. Texas.
Mr. Texas.
On LAX, he puts Homicide over as a mentor, a more seasoned vet, a ring general who puts things together.
Oh, that's nice of him. Homicide, is he thought well of in general, like these days?
I do think so. Like, I don't think you can call him a legend of the business because, you know, like he never really made it to the top. But I think one of the early guys who brought the modern fast-paced wrestling to the US,
Oh, okay.
you know?
Okay.
Kind of like early days ROH and all that kind of jazz, you know?
Kurt Angle, I gotta ask you, it seems as though Eric Young and his allies had a bit of a roll tonight, a big victory for those guys.
In the Mafia locker room, JB prods Kurt about the originals being on a roll. They didn't beat anyone in the Mafia, so who cares? Then little Petey Pump comes knocking, looking for Scott Steiner.
Ooh, what happens here?
He's like, hey, Scotty, you know, me and you were boys, you know?
Hey, you know,
two
me.
of us.
My face.
We used to be mates. And then the main event Mafia are like, get out of our locker room. And Big Papa Pump is like over to him going, yeah, maybe go out and we can chat later on, mate, you know?
You're my bit on the side.
Yeah, just, you know, go. We don't want any issues here. Talk to you later, Petey, okay?
Oh, that's nice. Well, I hope they keep up their friendship.
They may not keep up their friendship for very long.
Well, let's find out.
Spoilers.
Spoiler! Backstage, Machismo fancies his chances against Sting as he was the one who upset Kurt Angle in an excellent bout back at No Surrender 2007, beating Angle for the X Division title.
That's really good. That's the one where Angle had like 3 matches.
Yes.
In one night, yeah.
It was me who upset Kurt Angle and shocked the world.
The interview is otherwise fluff, apart from that the men
on
a mission's going down.
Because tonight, men on a mission's going down.
The main event Mafia.
Main event Mafia, whatever.
So next up, we got the genetic freak Scott Steiner versus the War Machine Rhino, which is one of the best monikers in wrestling. It's just great.
It's too good a name for Rhino.
He brings down the name, doesn't he?
Yeah, like it's such an amazing name, you know, like give it to who's a wrestler who is worthy of that. Like they're so awesome.
Joe.
Yeah, I was thinking Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the man beast Rhino.
Yeah.
War Machine. Yeah, very, very cool. And of course, the Marvel comic character.
We proved to these guys, these young punks, that nobody can go with the main event Mafia. There's no doubt about it, guys.
We got Kurt Angle on commentary here. Steiner, hot dogs on the outside. In-ring lockup. Arm drags. Hot dogs on the inside.
Quick question to you. What do you think of Scott Steiner wearing a t-shirt?
He looks absolutely fine in it because he's in great shape, but he doesn't need it.
I actually think he's one of the wrestlers who kind of pulls it off.
But that's the problem, Steve. He doesn't.
You don't think so?
But he's wearing it, isn't he? Yeah. You see, it's 11:30 at night and we're still going.
The level quality of joke has dropped dramatically.
I think he looks great in it, yeah. It reminds me of Big Show, like in late 99.
Oh, yeah.
Where he was in great shape, but he still wore like a tight-fitting t-shirt and it looked fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Angle sits politely out ringside, cross legs, hands folded on his knee, big smile, so congenial. On commentary, he voices the internet's summation of his feud with Jarrett and says he legit doesn't like working for him.
A lot of people, in this business think, things are work, shoot, whatever you want to call it. Jeff and I, we have our differences, and it's the real deal. I don't like Jeff. I don't like working for him, but I love this company. I love the Main Event Mafia, and I'm committed to that.
Rhino kicks out after a beefy overhead suplex, Man Beast with a TKO neckbreaker dealie, and follows up with a much less impressive belly-to-belly side suplex.
Have all the cogs in the wheel, Kurt.
Well, you know what? It's a team effort.
Well, wait a minute. What the hell just went on
He sees
there?
the gore!
Distraction finish. Rhino looks for the Gorbo Angle, walk away, waves at him.
Walk away, hey.
Steiner hoofs up Rhino with a T-bone suplex for the win.
Beautiful.
What did I tell you guys? What did I tell you?
Well, thanks to you.
Jobber to the stars, lads.
Do you know who's in the semi-main event of Final Resolution 2008, Steve?
War Machine Rhino.
Kurt Angle versus Rhino.
Oh my god.
Rhino, over the next few weeks, goes on to become the de facto leader of the front line. He's the one who names them. He's the one who gets the new members. He's the one who got them their new theme song. He's the one on the mic leading the charge. Just fucking jobbed out here to Steiner.
Front line, come on down here.
I'm here with the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, the Icon Sting.
Stingers with JB before his big title defense tonight.
It was like the Main Event Mafia are cohesive, the baby faces aren't, and that's your biggest problem. It's yourselves.
He's absolutely right. He says that the TNA originals are going to turn on each other soon because they keep on losing and that they're going to want to blame. They're going to fall apart and that the Main Event Mafia are just going to reign on.
Yeah,
it's like, you're right.
They're like a few weeks away from the machine guns getting slapped around by Joe and AJ as well.
Yeah.
You know, talking of like a mentor, Rhino obviously is not the right choice. I was thinking Jarrett, but the problem is if you put somebody, an older person, as the head of the front line, well, then you're just demoting Joe and AJ.
But that's what they did.
Yeah, with Rhino, like, yeah.
The Dudleys, Foley.
The Dudleys, yeah. I'm actually okay with Foley because he's very inactive.
Until he becomes champion.
Of course.
Then we need some new blood in this company. We need some old socks in this company.
Yeah, but like Foley in his capacity right now doing the odd pep talk, I'm okay with.
Okay.
Once they take a look at all the losses that are piling up in their camp over there, I promise you the fingers are going to start to point.
The Stinger gets stung tonight because history beckons the Black Machismo. Oh, yeah! You can't be with me, no. History beckons the Macho Man, yeah!
Next up, TNA champion Sting defends against Black Machismo, Jay Lethal. The 10-man X Division turning point loser, Jay Lethal, getting a title shot as a reward for losing.
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Yep. I don't know what else to say.
What I like, Lethal's name flash has a silver grey bezel, which you'd expect. Sting, since he's champion, has a gold one. Very nice.
I do like that. It's actually a nice touch.
Yeah.
Lethal's first ever world title opportunity.
Best of luck, mate.
Sting muscles him into the corner, but Lethal comes out of the corner with stinging right hands. Move fast and strike faster. Machismo capitalizing with a suicide dive.
He's gonna go through the ropes! Suicide dive! Right on the Icon!
Really oddly, Sting does a clothesline to go into a break, and the same clothesline to come back from break, so we feel like we've missed nothing.
What a pro.
It's been 12 seconds of wrestling, so walk away. The guns come to ringside. Neither Sabin or Shelley are in the bout, nor have a manager's license. They should be made leave.
Yes.
Guns-esque hip toss, cartwheel, and a missile dropkick by Machismo. Lethal's working his arse off. belting it around the ring. Leapfrog and a collision at the Sting, and Lethal sounds like he got shot. It's something else.
Because he gets shot and he's like, yeah! What are you doing? What is this? What's happening here?
Selling, mate, you know? The people in row Z have to see what's going on.
Yes. So the finish. Shelley distracts the ref as Sabin holds up Sting. Lethal's not having the help. Get out of the ring, mate.
Good fuck you now.
I don't want this world title. I'm good. I'm good as I am.
Fucking losers. How can anyone get behind this team? They do such a bad job just decimating these baby faces.
Yeah. And he throws Sabin to the floor, allowing Sting time to kick some back. Scorpion death drop, and Stinger retains.
And there's a Scorpion death drop, and there's the 1, 2, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, and still TNA Heavyweight Champion of the World, the Icon Sting!
So normally the babyface gets distracted by the partner of the heel, and then the heel sneaks up. And in this case, the babyfaces were trying to help Lethal. He gets distracted by that and loses.
And it's not even the fault of the guns. It was the stupid babyface Jay Lethal who couldn't let it happen.
Yeah.
It's because he's an out-and-out babyface. He doesn't want to have the big win for the originals if it costs him his soul.
But babyfaces shouldn't be dumb.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. What is the least, out of these 3 matches, what is the least shocking result? So we have Sting defends successfully against Black Machismo on Impact.
We get terrible odds on that in Vegas.
Yeah. Next up is Lesnar versus Hardcore Holly. You knew it. You knew it was coming.
Holly, yeah.
Royal Rumble 2004. And option 3 is Undertaker against Mark Henry at WrestleMania 22. Which of those 3 was the least surprising?
Hardcore Holly.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least, okay, we're going to... Mark Henry, he said he's going to Hollywood. Let's, give him a big push. No, Black Machismo, he was... Holy shit. You're not winning shit, mate.
Yeah.
Tough. Because Hardcore Holly was definitely not winning. But at least he had...
But he was coming back off of the neck break, so you were like...
And there's 2 belts at the time.
Like, there's only one chance in the long tenured career of a Bob Holly.
The overly long tenured career.
Like, this is the only chance he's ever going to have to get a big main event pay-per-view win over a star. So a little bit of me had a bit of doubt that it could happen. Yes, yeah.
Okay.
But like Mark Henry Taker, no. And Jay Lethal, no. No.
Guys in the comments, if you can post matches where the outcome is not in doubt.
Yeah, I'd love to
the
hear
surest bets of wrestling.
And, nothing like Brooklyn Brawler against Bret Hart on Raw. No, like, an actual proper match of 2, we'll say, legitimate
featured stars.
Yes,
like,
featured stars.
Yeah.
Yes, please. And let's call it a featured match as well. Like, even though this is on Impact, it's for the world title. So it has to be of importance.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't wait to hear these.
Well, we have been totally taken unaware by this situation that's gone down in the back.
Backstage, the main event Mafia beat down Lil Petey.
Yeah, they batter him. So Big Papa Pump drags him up this ladder and he pushes him off and Petey goes and you don't see him fall. Everything is off camera. And then they don't come back to the same scene until later in the show. And so they didn't have the pre-bloodied towel, but they did have the pre-bloodied floor. And Petey was...
And Petey slipped on it?
So Petey is lying on it, back to the camera, and he's just lying in this pool of fake blood as people go like, "Ah, my God! It was a Mafia hit!"
Who knocked over my swell bucket of paint?
Hold on. Was Scott coaxing Petey up the ladder?
No, so the members of the Mafia had battered him, and then, it's kind of mid-beating that Pumpy picks him up and drags him up the ladder and pushes him off.
Scott drags him up the ladder.
Yeah, like pulls, like a wrestling drag, where you grab
They help
the
each other.
back of their top and he just walks.
Oh,
you know?
I thought the mafia were beating down Petey, and Scott was like, "Come up here to the safety of the top of the ladder."
Safety of the top of the ladder.
Steve, that's so much better than what they did. Come up to the safety of this ladder. Oh my God.
There's nowhere but down for Petey Williams, Mike. Oh my God, from the top of that ladder. Petey Williams sent down by Scott Steiner.
Beer Money versus AJ and Joe. Backstage, Rude slags McFoley, saying he could buy and sell his ass even with his most recent losses on Wall Street.
Referencing the global financial crisis that hit America 2007 to 2008.
And Storm says...
Sorry, Rude, why doesn't he buy stock in TNA? He just said,
Because he's smart and he knows it's not going to be a good investment.
Brilliant.
And Storm says that they shouldn't worry about their little spat with the main event mafia. You should be worried about us.
Our mind on our money and our money on our beer. And the tag team championship around our waist. Bam! Sorry about your damn luck.
And he's got that baby loaded up with about 2 dozen cold ones.
Here we go. The semi-main event. Beer Money versus the TNA Originals leaders, AJ and Joe.
Ooh.
This has to be good, right?
AJ and Storm kick off. Bowl back over Storm. Scoop slam. Bounce off the ropes. And twiddle leg knee drop.
Do you like the
twiddle?
He wishes he could match Rhaka Khan from earlier.
Joe throws Rob into the corner. Elbow and pyah!
And goes right on it. First with that elbow and then with a kick.
Double team babyface hip toss. AJ baseball slide and Joe, the director, misses it. 3D comes to ringside and Hot Dog on commentary. Why are we here? The old non-answer. We do whatever we want when we want.
Terrible.
AJ, phenomenal wrestler.
Yeah.
Also a phenomenal seller.
Yes.
Look at his facials selling a waist lock.
Samoa Joe and actually have the momentum going their way.
And look at him jumping in vain for a hot tag.
Yeah, he's like, like he's schwabbing for it.
He's amazing. He is phenomenal.
Yes, he fucking is.
That's a perfect example of what the main event mafia has been talking about. No respect. If I was a young tag team like these guys, I'd be showing Team 3 the respect that they deserve. Hell, if the Road Warriors were out here, we'd be bowing down to them. But these guys are punks and they got no respect.
Brother Ray, the mafia's got it right. These young punks have no respect. I don't know if the mafia's got it right either. They can't be the best faction ever without the 20-time tag team champions.
I love on Main Event Mafia Takeover Impact in like the next episode, Booker T's like, I think they're like 8-time at best,
Yeah. It's so funny.
But these guys are still trying to call themselves the 20-some-time tag team champions when really it's probably about 8.
They got beat 20 times.
It's probably only about 8 really legitimate titles, those ECW independent.
So Team 3D not taking sides just yet. Hot tag to Joe. House of Fire. Unloading on both members of Beer Money. AJ gets in on it, definitely flying around, and the two are cooking so well. Watch out, lads, or else you become an actual tag team.
Oh man, they could like switch places with Lethal and Creed and they just get battered.
What a disaster.
By Robert Roode. Oh, what a kick! How did he get that high for a big man?
Muscle buster! Muscle buster! Muscle buster!
Finish. Joe readies Rude for a muscle buster, but Storm spits beer in his eyes. Cowboy wants to hit the last call super kick when Brother Ray gets on the ring apron. Spits beer in Storm's face, causing a DQ.
Yeah.
Beer Money retained. What's the story here?
I said nobody jobs, both of you are strong.
Pretty much, and then they can also keep the Dudley's feud with Rude going, Sorry, the
Doodleys.
The Devin Doodley. Devin
He loves his custard.
Yeah, so that's basically it,
So Team 3 are back.
Yeah, no one is jobbing. Team 3. I mean, they were on the Impact like 2 weeks ago. Do you remember when they had the text match? 3D were going to win, but then Beer in the face and Beer Money got the pin. And so they're basically like keeping this feud going, which I'm sure they'll come back around to it in like January, February. But it doesn't happen at this show coming up. It doesn't happen at Final Resolution. But yeah, they're keeping it in their back pocket.
All right.
The Dudley Boys, those young lions who only debuted in 1995.
Oh, yeah.
Barely 15 years in the business. Those young lions.
Most decorated tag team in history.
We have never given you a reason. Don't applaud me. I didn't ask for it.
What was Q-Kip doing?
Q-Kip over the last few weeks, you know, he's with the beautiful people, and they've been teasing that they're on the phone with Sarah Palin, with Governor Palin. And they're like, oh, what? You're telling me that you're coming to Impact next week? Oh my God, it's going to be so bad. Governor Palin is coming to Impact next week. Then it happens and it's Daffers. And, you know, oh, hey, I'm Governor Palin, eh? I think you guys really like the White House, eh?
Oh, man.
It worked as well as any other parody that any wrestling company has ever done.
Rosie O'Donnell, wasn't it one of the worst Raw segments in a long time?
Oh, the Rosie O'Donnell thing. Yeah. And Bill Clinton in The New Generation.
Yeah.
It's like, I really love Tatanka. I know you're lying.
Brilliant.
Is it a thing where Daffers did the impersonation backstage and it's like, oh man, that's a gimmick. Let's
Probably
get her a job, and you do that. And Dixie loves it.
It's really bad, lads. It's just not funny. It's not cute. It's not clever.
Oh, this must be the Impact Zone then. And you must be the beauties.
Yes, sir. We are the beautiful people, and it is a friggin' honor to meet you right now.
And it's the main event.
Woo!
Main Event Mafia inducts Christy and Cage into the group.
Ooh! Becomes a made man. It's his debutante ball.
It's his Debs!
He's the... No, I'm thinking of a quinceañera. I think... Does he have like, one of those piñatas which you beat with a stick?
Piñata!
Stick! What works funny backstage, maybe not put on national television.
Yeah.
Yes.
With Oklahoma.
Yeah. I think I heard earlier in the week that you and your attorney refused negotiations with TNA. And that in a few weeks when your contract expires, you are going to jump ship to the WWE.
Kurt says Christian's lawyers refused renegotiations for a new TNA contract and is considering jumping ship in a few weeks when his contract is up. Kurt quotes him that he's tired of being a big fish in a small pond. That's shit.
It's a very mean thing.
That's a very dicky thing to say, isn't it?
Like to some random journalist.
Well, he was from the Sun. You're not turning him down with the tits on page 3. You're not turning him down.
You know what the Yanks are like? They're like, oh, this is an English paper. It must be classy. Yeah, with fucking Mystic Meg in the back of it.
Like, there's no way he said that. I don't believe it.
Splicey?
No. I don't believe that he actually said it.
Oh, right. And there was no reporter.
Fucking hack journalist. No, he did not say that. Like, it's Christian, come on. So, this was supposed to be a welcoming party, but it struck me. It's a going away party.
Oh.
You want to be a big fish? Tonight you sleep with the fishes.
Sleep with the fishes. Bring, ding, ding, ding. Mirror.
Yeah, they beat the bollocks out of him. No bloody towel. No one comes to save the big baby face. None of the other lads help him either. That's it. See you later,
well,
mate.
Fuck him. He said he was a big fish in a small pond.
Yeah.
Why would they?
It was such a stupid booking decision to bring that up. There's no heat on the heels now because they're literally getting rid of the guy who doesn't want to be there, who made fun of the wrestling company that we all love.
And there you go. That's tidy.
Hold on,
there's more.
No, what was the Simpsons quote about sleeping with the fishes again? We're just gonna.
Oh, I thought you said it was dead.
No, I said he sleeps with the fishes.
Hey!
I thought you said Troy McClure was dead.
No, what I said was he sleeps with the fishes. You see...
Tony, please, no. I just ate a whole plate of dingamagoo.
Bit of splicey there, unless there's copyright issues.
Everyone is cool except for WWE and New Japan.
Yeah, well, we'll never cover New Japan.
I'm really sad about that. I'd love to do the TNA Global Impact.
Oh, I remember that.
Really nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christian Cage laid out. Ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to the main event mafia, it's pretty obvious that this is their world.
And the 4 Mafia members reign supreme. Wait, 4?
Yeah. Yeah, no Sting. He wasn't around for the beatdown because Steve Borden doesn't want to do out-and-out heel stuff.
As I was watching these weeks of build, I went from, this is cool. This is a heel who is doing heelish things, but he doesn't want to be a heel, but he's just doing what he thinks is right. And it became obvious that the man behind the character, in fact, does not want to be a heel. So I really feel like they're cutting the legs off of this. And I'm like, he's the world champion. He's supposed to be the leader of this heel group. He's the reason that the group was formed.
I hate this because Steve Borden, you're being paid by TNA and Spike TV, the most lucrative contract in the company. Do your fucking job.
Yeah.
Do what they say. This is what they've written. This is what they're paying you for. Do it.
Yeah, but then you have to, there is a line somewhere, but it's where, and for Sting, that line is way down here, but for others, it's way up here. So, but they're not asking him to do anything illegal, and he should fucking do it.
He's just being a mark for wrestling.
That's kind of the way I feel about it. No, he's been a mark for...
My kids might think it's real.
For
no bad.
Mr. Borden, basically, you know?
Oh, but I saw a glint in his eye. I could tell he was going to win the match.
He means business.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Yeah, there's not much wrestling in this Impact, but it's still, I love so many of the acts here, so it's, big thumbs up. And we got a lot of good wrestling on Turning Point. It was very meaty wrestling with clean finishes, mostly. So, yeah, great stuff. Enjoying, loving being in TNA.
It's really, really fun.
The front line have left the impact zone.
Well, as you see, Sting also walking away.
The following announcement is paid for by All Elite Wrestling. I'm here with the owner of AEW.
Impact, look at all the talent I brought you. This is like 4% of the AEW roster, yet it's more star power than you're gonna get in 2 years of Impact Wrestling shows. Tony, tomorrow night we have a real wrestling television show.
Don't miss AEW Dynamite tomorrow night on TNT.
And now, TNA Wrestling presents Final Resolution.
Before we do go any further, I just want to go over Final Resolution, okay? There's a couple of things that you're going to want to see, okay?
Okay. Brucey bonus on a Brucey bonus here.
I'm loving it. Midnight, go.
So...
Midnight!
Midnight, evil motherfucker, black magic, darkness.
So the first match is your feast or fired match, okay? You know, terrible gimmick where they all fight over electric gimmick where they all fight over the briefcases, okay?
So there's 4 briefcases on poles.
4 on
You'll never
poles.
guess who booked this one.
One has a tag title shot, one has an X Division shot, one has a world title shot, and one is fired. Okay?
Why would you be in this? You just have to lose an X Division match and you'll get your title shot.
Yeah. Or you can lose any match and get a world title shot.
Just lose any match. Where is Roxy? She's been doing it wrong.
Yeah, why is Roxy not getting constant title shots here? It's ridiculous. Come on. So you've got really, really good workers, and PG James is in there. But he's a great sports entertainer.
Better than Bret Hart.
Yeah. They're fighting over. So the first case goes to Curry Man.
Oh, yeah.
And so the gimmick of the match is when you get the case down, you don't have it. Your feet have to touch the outside. So Curryman has the case and there's loads of people around him and he's like, oh no. So what does he do? He does a front flip off of the turnbuckle. No one catches him and just splats back first on the pretty black mats. It's awful. It's absolutely horrific.
TNA 10,000 buys is not worth that.
No, it's absolutely not.
Or $1 million.
There's one spot in the match where Homicide and Dutt are the only two people in the ring and they're both fighting over a briefcase and I'm just shouting at the TV go, there's one each there. Just, you get this one. You get this one, mate.
Greedy.
Oh, of course.
Greedy.
Yeah.
Heels are greedy.
Anyway, so
LAX are baby
Sorry,
faces.
can I just add, and I hope it's coming up in the arc, this isn't the one with Booker's belt flops out of the
that's
box.
in WCW.
Oh, was that WCW? Oh.
And you got the portrait of Scott Hall.
Yeah. Sorry, go on.
That's brilliant.
Because it was in a box.
It was a box.
It was a box.
And it just
no?
his belt fell out. Yeah, it was the...
It's the WCW World Champion because he got it. How would he announce that?
Me.
The case that's numbered number 4, Curryman walking up the back.
Shark Boy come in at the right time. Kick to the gut to cute Kip.
It's broken up by Rage, and he just rocked his world.
He just rocked it.
Off with consequences, Creed.
Homicide. Oh, he caught himself on the ropes and he came right into that clothesline. Oh my God! Look at the guru.
Shelley. Oh my! Here he comes.
Oh, oh my God! He turned it inside out. Oh, look at this. You talk about a border toss. Here he
Border toss. Oh, he's coming out to the floor.
And with past Mexico into Guatemala.
Okay, it's over. So the winners of the 4 briefcases are Hernandez, Curryman, Homicide.
Oh, wow.
And then the final one, Shelley grabs down the case, gets into the ring, and himself and Sabin kind of both have one half, and they're like, yeah, look at us. And then Jay Lethal jumps into the middle of the ring, grabs the briefcase in midair, and rolls onto the outside. It was a phenomenal finish.
Well done.
To the match. It was really, really great.
Keep in mind, that case is not his until he hits the floor. And everything don't get stolen.
Jeremy Borash gets on the mic and he's like, so our 4 winners are here. We're going to open one. It's briefcase number 2. And Jay Lethal opens the case and it's a tag title match. Jeremy Borash says, you've got to tune in on Thursday to see what the other briefcases are. So I'm going to jump forward in time and we get to Impact and we have the unveiling. Hernandez, it's a world title shot.
Good for him.
Good choice.
Homicide, X Division title shot.
Also good choice.
Yeah.
And
shit.
Curryman is fired.
No!
And he's delighted going, yes, Curryman, sign contract, Fire X Championship.
Yeah.
You know, and then Jeremy Borash said, no, fired, gone. And it's like, yeah, sign contract. Curryman, no Japan, no contract. Rav TNA.
Yeah.
Best of luck to you in your future endeavors.
Oh, thank you very much. It's all good, yes?
No,
Now
not
go.
good. No.
Now go. Sign contract.
Security will help you out. Security man, thank you so much.
And then we have the amazing backstage segment where Lauren is like, oh, Curryman, I'm so sorry. And he's like, no, this is great. And she's like, no, you're fired. He's like, yes, Curryman on fire. She's like, no, unemployed. And he's like, huh? No, Rory, I love you. I love TNA.
As the goons take him
they're
away.
dragging him
it's
out.
brilliant.
And then we get the video, you know, the music montage.
Leave the memories alone.
Curryman. We barely knew the 2008 to 2008.
Amazing.
It's brilliant.
What a run.
Who wrote that? I mean, that's so clever.
Wait, no, gentlemen.
I'm so sorry, Curryman.
Wait, I love TNA.
Ah, jeez.
I love you. Please, one more dance. Last dance. Ronan,
sorry,
Ronan,
Curryman.
save me. Save me.
God.
V1, which Final Resolution is this?
Oh, that's right. In 2008, they had two, right? They had one in January and one in December.
Yeah, because it was like October, and they're like, oh, I really want to move Final Resolution from January to December, but we've already done one. It's like, no, let's just have two.
Yeah. I mean,
in the same year.
Whoever thought having Final Resolution as your first pay-per-view of the year, that's really dumb. The word final is in it.
I was thinking they're like, you make resolutions January 1st. And this is, there's a New Year's resolution.
Okay.
Yes, it's terrible. It should be in December.
Yeah.
But there you go. Anyway,
that's hilarious.
The second one, of course, the lowest bought pay-per-view in TNA 2008 with 10,000 big ones.
Wow, that's really sad.
What a pittance.
Oh yeah, I got this. What a pittance.
Next up, we have ODB, Roxy and Taylor Wilde versus the Beautiful People and Charmel. It's not good. It is not good.
Wait, say that again?
You're trying to calculate this match.
Roxy and Charmel in the ring.
ODB.
Did they lock horns?
Yes, probably.
Yes, certainly.
It's really, really bad.
Do they lock horns?
There's nothing good.
The two bastions of TNA here.
Angelina Love. Okay, she had her working boots on this match because she was the only one out of the heel team that could actually work. But it's like a really short match. A couple of spots where Charmel gets in and she'll do a few slaps.
Taylor Wilder now coming over and just throwing haymakers, shot after shot. Now, but ODB
Unfortunately, ODB has to sell for both Velvet and Charmel. So from that point of view, it's kind of lame.
By the way, weird to not see the Beautiful People on a pay-per-view. They weren't on 30 Point. Weird. They're so featured in this company. But
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Oh, nice cross body block. Sure is. Wait a minute. Look at how quickly Taylor reversed it.
Next up, match 3, Eric Young versus Sheikh Abdul Bashir. This is the one where Bashir pushes Shane Sewell because Shane Sewell is a dick for this entire match. He's literally going out of his way to make sure that the heel loses, and he does his little fiery bum thing. He gets the hands hulking up.
He starts getting dilated.
So
8 centimeters.
The match ends with Eric Young does a sunset flip, and he's trying to roll up Bashir, and he grabs the ropes, which should be a break. And big heel referee does your favorite spot. It's the Hebner, where he runs over and he grabs the rope and he does a kick, breaks the rope hold, gets pinned. And then after the match, Bashir batters him. He smashes him with the belt, loads of blood, they do the towel gimmick.
The bloody towel.
Yeah.
They did not have a washer and dryer. Why did they get Christian's bloody towel?
And the best thing that Bashir has done in his entire run, on the next Impact, he comes out and the towel thing that he wears?
Oh, the keffiyeh, yeah.
It's the bloody towel that they use to wipe the blood of Shane Sewell.
Brilliant.
Which is really clever.
Yeah.
So that's the best part about that.
If you turned it inside out, it has Joe's cock.
Sometimes the pursuit for perfection can be premature. One opponent is outmatched by the other, not for lack of trying or heart, but because the other is more prepared, more seasoned, ready to win.
How was Christy's match at Final Resolution against Kong?
Christy's match at Final Resolution is surprisingly not that bad, actually. Christy really tries. In the build-up, Christy was begging, oh, please, give me a match. AJ's been training me for 3 months, and I'm ready, Tracy Brooks.
I just read up and said, Brian Knobs has been training me for 3 months.
And Tracy Brooks basically says, okay, sure, go on.
I want it so bad.
Wow, it's that easy.
Yeah, and Christy Hemme, to her due, she does a top rope crossbody to the outside. And I was like, I did not expect that to come from her at all. She was very over. She tried her best. She's sloppy and she's not crisp and she's not a pay-per-view worthy wrestler. But for the spot that they put her in, I thought that she did okay. The fans love her because, look at her. And I thought that the match was better than I thought it was going to be. So from that point of view, thumbs up.
If you are going to do as a female wrestler, if you're going to do a crossbody to the outside on any wrestler in the world, it would be Awesome Kong. She's going to catch you.
Yeah.
You're going to be fine.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I was going to point out, Christy Hemme did not lose to Awesome Kong. She had her beaten with the flying fire crotch guillotine. And then Raisha Sarid pulled her out of the ring and it was a DQ. And then there was a shockingly good pull apart brawl between Christy Hemme and Awesome Kong. Shockingly good.
He's using the term shockingly good.
Shockingly good.
Jeez.
AJ working his magic then.
Do you remember
Brian Knobs working the magic?
Do you remember the Christie's tips on the TNA game?
I certainly remember Christie's.
Well,
holy shit. I don't know if it was just I can't remember if there was multiple pictures, but there was one picture of it. She has like this silver top.
Spicy.
Yeah, please.
Spicy. Okay. Just for you.
Yeah.
Everyone else avert your eyes.
Only Steve's.
If your name is Steve, you can watch.
Look at this, yeah.
And now you get to look at this. This battle won't stop. Now, normally I'd say stop it, but this is kind of fun. Monsters.
Beer Money versus Abyss and Matt Morgan. Meh. Not great, lads. It's like an 8-minute match. Could have had it on TV. The best part about this is on the go home show, Matt Morgan is not there. And Abyss is walking backstage and Beer Money come up to him and they're like, hey, Abyss, do you want to have a drink? And he's like, oh, I don't think I should drink. And they're like, no, it's cool. We're all friends here. And, he drinks it and he goes, I didn't like the stuff in the bottle, but this stuff in the glass, can I have more of that? and they're like, yeah. And so they come back later on the show and he's locked. He's like, I'm having a great night. Am I supposed to feel like this? And they're like, it feels great. That's what being friends with Beer Money is all about. And they're like, hey, Abyss, I think Miss Jackie likes you. She's like, fucking no. And then Rude grabs her and goes, you'll fucking do this. And so they push her on his lap and she gives him a peck. And then they go, oh, Jackie, she just wanted a bit of Mr. Monster. Then Abyss goes, oh, Lauren, I'm so sorry. She meant nothing to me. Me and you, we're the real deal.
I want you to know that kiss meant nothing. Hope this doesn't change anything between you and me.
We're good, Abyss.
You're good.
Matt Morgan calls him on the phone and he has to try to act sober. And he's like, yeah, I'm just backstage. I'm having loads of fun, if you want to come here. And then Storm...
I love that Morgan is his dad in this one.
It's great.
Now, why are they never in the same building at the same time? They always seem to be letting each other down.
Impact's Thursday, 9 o'clock. What else have you got going?
Yeah, be there, you bollocks. And so then the heels grab the bottle and they crack it over the back of his head.
Yeah.
And that's your final push for the pay-per-view.
I think he's a great big man, but I wish Abyss didn't cut promos. He's so stupid in all his promos.
Like he's good at doing his lines, but the character that he's playing
stupid.
Is a massive baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Wide-eyed infantile
Yeah.
monster.
But these segments were super fun. They were really good.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Huh?
Mick, I know you can hear me in the back. We just finished talking to you. We are sitting in this ring until you get your ass out here.
Next up, we get a Guns in Ring promo giving out about Foley. They're moaning about Lethal taking their briefcase, and they grab chairs and they're like, we're gonna sit in here until Foley comes out and fixes this. Lights go black. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. Suicide! So he zip lines into the ring. Honestly, he gets off to gear fairly quickly. So he
was on Smack, was he?
It's not too bad.
Because he's back.
Yeah, he's back, and then he runs, batters the Guns, and he runs them out. He hits his neck breaker DDT combo,
These guys hijacking the show. What a time to make your entrance as he takes the bull down in one shot.
I was watching this going like, I can't tell if this is fucking lame or fucking amazing. It can fall either way, you know? But yeah, it was super over, and I did mark out of it. It was fun, you know? Rhino and Kurt Angle was next.
What happened with Abyss? Where was the thing
Abyss,
with the,
they had a shit
No, their match was shit.
Yeah.
It was
Okay.
it was per.
Okay.
That was on the go home.
Oh, okay.
And then the match at the pay-per-view was a big letdown. It was just like a television match,
Big
you know?
stinky poo.
Yeah.
What else you got there? How was Angle-Rhino?
Angle and Rhino was not that great, you know?
Because his arms are too short.
Definitely.
You can't arm drag him. He can't be arm dragged.
Oh.
Because his arms are too short.
But like if that's his only strength, there's other moves. Like
He also
you know?
can't punch people, you know?
he lost out on the perks. You know,
it's his one strength. He can't be arm dragged.
he rolled a 1 on a guy, unfortunately.
He rolled a 1.
Yeah, like honestly, this match
Superpower
is
is not great.
not great,
Oh.
you know? Rhino does like a long headlock in the first few minutes, and then Kurt takes over, and he's like, I'm going to do a longer headlock. And it's literally in the final minute where like the pace picks up. Rhino hits like a spine buster, shoulder charge, suplex. Then Rhino, this is the gore, and he gets on the ankle lock. Then of course there's a ref bump. Kurt grabs a chair. Then Foley gets in and grabs it. Then how? Then yeah.
Why is Foley around? Fuck off, mate.
You know, because Foley and Kurt and Jarrett, like Jarrett wanted Foley to make sure that nothing happened. But then the finish of this match, right? So Foley has come out and he's kept Angle from using the chair. And then Al Snow comes to the ring. He slaps Mick Foley. And then when Foley's back is turned, Kurt wallops Rhino with the chair, angle slam, and gets the win. Main event, Al Snow.
Heat magnet. Al Snow.
DNA. Yeah.
How is he looking?
He looks good. Like, the dude was probably the guts of, what, in his late 40s at that point? He looked very well, but like, get the fuck away from this high card. No way. Like,
Are they building the Snow Foley? A Snowly match.
oh my God. There's
Move over TNA original.
Yeah,
Al
yeah.
Snow is here to save the day.
like, get the fuck out of here. And then the main event is your big 8-man tag match, which is like 20 minutes long. It's really good. Booker T has his working boots on in this match. He looks great.
You can't help but be impressed by the main event match.
Who's in it?
Booker T, Kevin Nash, Steiner, and Sting versus AJ Joe and the Dudleys.
Oh, okay.
The Dudleys.
Dudley shouldn't have been in it.
Yeah, I agree.
But at least they're stars. You couldn't really have put Black Machismo and Consequences Creed in
No,
it,
they've
really.
been like buried over the last few.
I was hoping you
few
wouldn't
weeks.
say those two.
Yeah. Anyway, match ends. Joe has Sting up for the Muscle Buster. He's going to win. But then Nashi comes up behind him, low blow, and Sting gets the pin. It's a bit of a deflating finish for what was actually a really good match.
You could have,
and that's how the pay-per-view ends.
you could have the front line go over. There's nothing at stake, and they still haven't got any titles. It's okay to let them win occasionally.
Yeah.
Yeah, with nothing on the line. I will splicey the high spots of this match.
Yeah.
I have a belief that AJ Styles may be the greatest wrestler today.
Off the double team of Steiner. Joe takes control, and he just goes wild on
Front line, they've got to get. Wow. Oh, man, the Pretty makes questions about loyalty. How about the viciousness that Brother Ray went on Big Sexy and now Joe?
This is big pop. Heads up. Gonna try and take the 300-pounder overhead. My God.
Unbelievable, but he's still on his feet. And look at the power as he catches him in midair.
Big Nash goes down in the corner. Mocking the icon Sting. They're taking Sting and driving him out.
Can he have enough? He just choke slammed the heck out of Brother Ray. But AJ with a flying forearm. And then he hits the Scorpion Death Drop. And oh no. No, tell me. No.
Yeah, pretty good stuff there.
Then,
pretty good stuff.
Happy enough?
yeah, there's just one more thing that I want to cover on the following Impact. Bubba Ray calls out Kurt Angle. He says that he wants to end this all tonight. Bubba Ray, Angle, The frontliner going home. Kurt Angle, I want you to send the main event Mafia home. Mano a mano, the two top guys in the company.
The neck of him, the nerve.
And whoever wins, the other team has to disband, okay? So they have a match. I'm going to say Bubba Ray, I think it's the fastest I've ever seen him wrestle, ever. And he's gotten a belt. He's like not fixing his jocks every
That was my main concern.
few seconds. They go for a bit of walk and brawl and they go backstage, and they're fighting near this skip. It's like a hot bin. And then the main event Mafia appear out of nowhere because the faces are fucking idiots and they actually left, and the heels destroy Bubba Ray, put him in the bin, and then Kurt Angle does his famous gif where he's covered in blood, eyes are wild, and he turns to the camera and goes, "Nobody messes with the main event Mafia." Yeah! And show goes off the air.
Battered and there's nowhere for him to go.
Messes with the main event Mafia.
Chance to take the...
Yeah.
Lovely.
So you're pretty happy with Final Resolution?
Big step down from Turning Point. There was no match that I would say was great. The main event was good. The Feast or Fired match was fun.
But
And then
we're
the rest-
essentially where we started, so.
Yeah.
It
like,
was a must.
nothing has moved forward.
It was a must-miss pay-per-view.
It really was.
But like if you put an 8-man tag match as your main event, you're not getting buys.
Yeah, I would actively not watch that.
Yep.
It means that it doesn't matter if you win or lose.
Yep.
There's literally nothing on the line. So excellent rundown of Final Resolution. Really enjoyed that, Steve. Thank you, mate. I was going to edit it so you couldn't hear me mess up there. And I really enjoyed you running down Impact after Turning Point as well.
That's fantastic.
I like the scripting. The script, the words.
The script was
Text
really,
just-
The pros.
Okay, so it's take it to the wrestling is
awesome.
Eggman's. Okay, do you know whenever you see a champion issue an open challenge, anyone in the back, you come and fight me, and you're like, why doesn't Trent Beretta fucking pelt it to the ring and
This is
get
like
it?
OSW episode 2, like stuff here, yeah?
Yeah, why don't they have a mad scramble for everyone to sign up? Check out this episode of NXT February 28, 2023 for the North American title. Wesley.
Oh, I know what this is. This is good.
It's absolute complete pandemonium to start the night here, Book, on NXT, because as we know, Wesley said he'd be standing in the middle of the ring for his open challenge. Everyone wants an opportunity to go.
Everybody want a shot. Everybody want a chance at greatness, and I get it. I get it.
And there is the North American champion, Wesley, who said the chaos would begin. His open challenge would be at 8. He's waiting to see which one of these superstars is going to make it to the ring first. Well, finally, it looks like Idris might have broke through the pack. Blade might have been able to break through too. Lee, just like us, patiently waiting, and here we go.
Oh, here we go.
And here we go. Whoa! No way! Wait a minute!
Is that?
The NXT Universe!
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
That is brilliant.
It's a reverse battle royal that worked.
Yeah. That is absolutely brilliant. So you're suggesting there is still a bit of fun in wrestling?
There is.
Yeah.
Wrestling has been fun lately. Like I've been having more fun watching wrestling than I have in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Like WWE is currently hot, which is weird, and AEW just has like the best in-ring wrestling, and NXT is finding its feet, and it's good.
Are they wild and young, Steve?
They are wild and young.
You are such a wrestling fan.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I
marvel at it.
He's watching. He's like his full-time job with 40 hours of Impact a week. Then in his spare time, he's watching NXT, AEW, and WWE.
Yeah,
I do like wrestling.
What a mark.
So bad luck to the baby faces. MEM and Kurt going over strong. But keep fighting, I'm rooting for you. Maybe not next time, as it's the infamous Main Event Mafia Takeover Impact! With Jet Levin and Black Snow!
Cannot wait.
Booker T's beating up everybody in the ring. Boom! Booker T just got with a big shot shot. Boom! Booker T with another big shot shot. Boom! Big shot.
And that does it for a Brucey bonus. Man, he got a 2 for that. That was
Brucey bonus.
Yeah, big boner. Thank you to V1 and to OSC helming the reviews there. So if you want to watch more of our salty, chocolatey, sweet caramelly goodness, you can slip us a couple of bucks at
NoggerU.oswreview.com.
Impact After Turning Point is on the books.
In the pocket. Out of sight.
There you go. You enjoy that one?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
It's now 1:30 in the morning.
It's actually
The 12:30?
12:10.
Oh, you know, we actually covered that fairly quickly.
It was a svelte hour and 8 minutes.
No way.
Yeah, we got 2 shows there. Like, obviously that'll be one together, but we covered a lot of ground there.
Yeah, just get them in the can, Jay.
I'll stick them in the can. Alright. Okay. So it's a goodbye from V1.
Peekaboo.
OSE. And the 2.5 time Golden Nogger Award winner, Jay Hunter. And remember, a winner is you. Quick question to you. Could you have a female faction that is headed up by Dixie Carter and they'd be the Dixie Chicks?
Why do you always come up with factions based on a name? You know, you need more. I want more meat on the bone here, Jay.
Well, you can kind of build out.
It's a start. It's a starting point.
Sitting in a room with Russo and Vince, in '98 or whatever. Hey, lads, we got this wrestler called Shamrock. How about he as a group and we'll call them the Shamrocks?
Or
here we go.
How about he loves music and he dances and then he's the Shamrock Shake?
There we go.
Yeah.
What do you call that?
You used to, like Step Brothers, you come in the tuxedos, for every writing meeting. That's what I want. With this crap.
We'd make it work.
we just push it hard. Just push it really hard. We push it through.
Yeah.
And that'll be it.
Like bit of Nashi, a bit of Tatsu,
I never said that our ideas wouldn't sink a company. Because they would.
Just want to see them. What's in your head you want to see on TV.
We just want to entertain us.
Yeah.
Entertain us and then we're
Listen,
good,
if Russo can have Oklahoma, we can have the Rock of Cashel or whatever he was.
The Rock of Cashel.
Oh, we could have Ken Shamrock and Rocky Maivia.
Rock of Cashel. Love it. I was thinking just have that guy from American Rampage Wrestling who just does the eyebrow and he's a fake rock parody.
We can just call him Sham Rock.
Oh, well, listen. Here we go.
You can just feel the money coming in already, can't you?